I think there's two factors in play as you look at a strategy: activation and cooperation. Let's look at activation first. Activation looks at the question of who starts it. When you were fighting with one of your siblings and one of your parents came in the room, probably the first question that came out of their mouth was, who started it? Well, in negotiations, one side's going to start the process or the other. The other is cooperation. And cooperation asks the question, are you fundamentally concerned about your own needs? Are you concerned about the other side's needs? Or are you concerned about both? So with activation and cooperation, if you will, on a sheet of paper, create a 2x2 matrix. And at the top, put proactive. At the bottom, put reactive. That's the activation issue. On the left-hand side, put low cooperation. On the right-hand side, put high cooperation. And then we'll start placing those four strategies. In the lower left-hand box, I want you to put the word avoidance. And avoidance, I always, when I'm coloring in my matrix, I always make it a gray color. Because avoidance is kind of negotiating and kind of not negotiating. It's trying to get what you want or have other people take from you the things that they want without even really having to discuss it. I always think of the ostrich when it comes to avoidance. They stick their head in the sand hoping this will go away. As a matter of fact, the little problems, the small issues don't go away. They only get worse. But there are times when avoidance is a good strategy, and we'll talk about that later. In the lower right-hand box with a yellow color, I put the word accommodation. And accommodation is the hardest strategy word to spell. Most people leave a few letters out. But it's the easiest one to use. It's the easiest trap to fall into. When you're accommodating, just as with avoidance, you're in a reactive mode, but with accommodation now you've moved over the high cooperation side. You're primarily concerned, in this instance, about the other party's needs. You are giving them what they are asking for. With accommodation, the most important key is to know that you're doing it, to recognize that you're doing it. People will frequently tell me that they are trying to build relationships by accommodating. You don't build relationships by accommodating. You test relationships when you have to accommodate. Accommodating to build a relationship is the equivalent of putting a saucer of cream outside your back door hoping it will drive cats away. When you accommodate, they come back time and time again. Give me some more, give me some more. I was helping a guy that his customer for the 5th year in a row was asking for a price decrease. And he said, George, I don't know why he's doing this to me. And I said, I do. The last 4 years you gave it to him.